never knew a mother's hand. He never truly felt joy, just the heat and the desert sand. The folks in Dover, they turned a cold eye. They treated him worse than the stray. They saw his past blood in the depth of his sigh, and they wished he would just go away. It was a usual dusty morning when his pa climbed the gallows high. While the lawmen were all gloryin', he watched his father die. His name was Lil Joe. He sat back on the veranda, smoking that big cigar. He thought of his pa and the words of old John Scott, and how he'd come so far. It had been 3 years since he swung on that rope, and the grave had hardened under the scorchin' sun. Joe lifted his hat and he whispered low, I'm finishing what was begun. He remembered John saying, don't let 'em in your head, boy. I know how this story goes. If you curse 'em, they'll just be throwing lead. And that's a weight that no young man knows. So he mounted his steed and he headed for the saloon with the fire of a man who'd outgrown his name. And there in the street, looking up at the moon, stood the man he had come to claim. And under his breath, he said, here I come as Little Joe. He rode into town with a pride in his heart, looking for the man who was guilty of murder. He was there to finish what his father started, and he found the man standing there in a shudder. As the young boy approached with a heavy stride, the dust kicked around their boots. The boy lifted his head and looked him in the eye. You remember the boy who watched his father die, as you stood at the lever, hiding your lie. His hand brushed the steel, but the man was too slow. The thunder echoed out through the heat. Joe didn't look back as the man hit the ground, and the blood turned to mud in the street. He rode past the gallows and out of the town where the ghosts and the tumbleweeds grow. And the wind whispered back through the valley that night, they'll never again call him Little Joe.